why I wanted to sit down and create this video is because I feel like, especially right now, I'm filming this in October 2025. The past weeks and months, probably overall the past 2 years, but I'm specifically again talking about the past few weeks, shit has been going on. We cannot even explain it, but we as highly intuitive people and sensitive people feel that something is like off. There's like extreme energy shifts of like, I'm living like in my highest purpose, and then like, what the fuck am I even doing with my life? Like, nothing makes sense, and you fall back into those patterns that you thought you had already outgrown. The past few weeks have been a mess. Let's just talk about that. What I always talk about is the earth is currently going through a major, and I'm talking like major shift of there's so much light being shown onto this planet, and therefore so many shadows are being revealed. You can literally see it as the earth wants to raise its vibration. The earth wants to level the fuck up. So the universe is like, I'm shining more light onto earth. Like, we want to raise the vibration. This is what needs to happen. And to raise the vibration, the shadows also are being revealed. So if you've gone through health issues, in general, any life issues, if your whole path has completely shifted and changed in the past 2 to 3 years, this is what's happening to everyone right now. It's just a question if you're kind of aware of it, or if you're going through it and kind of thinking like, oh, life just sucks and why do I have such bad luck? Everyone is on a completely unique journey, but overall I do notice that the people that I attract into my world and the people that find my stuff, they have either gone through health issues or like through major breakups, literally lost their entire friend groups and started something entirely new, found out that their old path was not working for them anymore. Often things happened that kind of put them in a big pause of like multiple months or even like a year, where they had to like completely reevaluate everything. And then they found like different topics such as spirituality or holistic health or mindfulness or like self-improvement. And that has been happening left and right. It has happened to me, it has happened to all of my friends, and this is not a coincidence. We're in the most transformative period that we've ever been in your lifetime, especially. So everything that has come up in the past few years or is currently coming up, whenever you find something that's coming up, like a trauma, like something that wants to come up, like emotions, past emotions, like something is happening, it is happening for you. Every shadow wants to be transmuted. That's all I can say. That's truly what the energy is right now. I keep telling this to all of my friends. Whatever is coming up right now, and what I've also noticed, that I went through hell for like a year. I had the worst health issues. My complete path was turned upside down, and now looking back, it was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. And I'm not saying that I would do it all over again. Like, it really fucking sucked. Like, I was miserable, but the universe is not doing things just because we want them to suffer. Like, that's not happening. The universe is revealing your shadows because they want to be transmuted. And that's how the vibration of this earth is being raised. I feel like, especially if you're a person who is on social media and into like self-improvement, like content or whatever, and like loves to be on those sides of the internet, I feel like you're kind of also aware that there's so much light that is currently coming onto the planet. I feel like, and I've especially noticed that, and at the beginning I didn't get it, that I noticed, wow, so many people are like, I don't like to use the word awakened because that creates like kind of this like, some people are asleep, some people are awakened. This is not the side of the spiritual community you're finding yourself at here. But I kept wondering, why are there so many people that are like craving community, that are like diving into just mindfulness, and why like the school system might not be the best, or like reconnecting to nature or questioning things, and like, why is so much happening here? But then at the same time, it also feels like the world is getting worse. Like, at the same time, there's so much shit, there's so much pain, there's so much suffering, there's so many awful things. And that is because the light is getting so much brighter on this planet right now. But then it also feels like the darkness is becoming bigger. It is being revealed so people can make the free will choice of, do we want to transmute it or not? And now in this world, right now in this time, it is incredibly important for us to choose our side. What are you choosing? Because you already have this wisdom of every shadow wants to be revealed. So it's not something that is just happening because, the world wants me to suffer. It is actually happening for you to grow and transmute what your soul came here to do. Your soul wanted to grow and learn and transmute. And you can see that and continuously choose the light. Or most people who are not fortunate enough to get this information, or maybe it's just not their path right now in this timeline, they will continue to choose the darkness, maybe because they can't do it any other way. But basically, the universe and the world is asking you to focus your attention onto light. Focus your attention on the world you want to create. Create that light within by transmuting those shadows, and this will be the side of the future you will be on. This is the world you are creating for yourself and the future. It literally, quite literally starts with you. We as humans don't even know how much power we have when we become, it sounds like a Pinterest quote, but when we become the change that we want to see in the world. So it's kind of your choice. Which side are you picking? And I know it's not easy, and especially right now, and that's why I wanted to create this video. I really wanted to talk about the energy of right now because I've been feeling it, my friends have been feeling it, everyone I talk to has been feeling it. Maybe you've gone through a really, really shitty period, and you've maybe gone through a little like pause, and now things are really like hitting the fan again over the past few months. Just shit has been going on for the past like pretty much since COVID. I feel like a lot of people have felt it, but everyone is still on their own timeline. So I see some people that are currently in this moment right now having the best time of their lives. And the thing is, everyone is on their own timeline. So it makes sense that not every single person on this planet is currently going for the same thing. And that is also divine timing because everyone has their own path, their own lessons, their own things they have to learn, and everything comes at the right time for the right person. But what has been really happening in the past few weeks has been this constant up and down. And I know a lot of people have felt it, this constant up of like, I'm doing so good. I know, like, I'm choosing the light. I know the life that I want to create. Everything has been going so well. I know where I'm heading. And then almost 10 minutes later, I'm feeling like nothing makes sense. The world is like, the world is going to shit. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. This is not realistic. Especially falling back into old patterns. That's something that I'm like constantly picking up is like, feel like in one moment I'm like, oh, I'm healed, or like what, like I've mastered all my patterns and I'm doing so well, and I feel like I've stepped into this new version of myself. And then a minute later, it's like I feel like I've completely fallen back into my old patterns again. And that, I want you to know that that is still a sign of how, first of all, how fucking incredibly strong are you that you're like, that you've even experienced that. Because people that are in their comfort zone, that are unconsciously choosing to stay the same and to kind of lean more towards like, I'm staying in the shadows and I am not doing the transmutation process, which is unconscious, and everyone is on their own path. They're not even experiencing this up and down because they're not trying, unconsciously or consciously, doesn't matter. You are trying, and that is an immense sign of your strength, and is also a sign that you are on the right path. Even if you felt discouraged, or also if you've been like super hard on yourself, I want you to know that you're doing incredibly well. 2026 and 2027, and I feel like everybody's saying this, are going to be really intense and also really, really beautiful years. What is not stopping? You're probably going to hear this and be like, what the fuck? Like, no. The transmutation process is not stopping. There will continuously be things that will pop up and you're going to have to feel them. What is going to happen in the next few weeks is things are going to come up, and maybe they're literally currently happening. Maybe your parents or your family or your friendships are triggering you more than usual. Maybe you just hate going to your job and you hate it and it's like everything is going to shit. Or maybe you constantly doubt yourself. I'm also hearing social media is a big, big thing for so many people. This is actually, it's funny because I wanted to film this video about social media. The whole reason why I sat down here is to talk about kind of the energy of social media and why I personally have fully decided to quit. And this has been like something that I intuitively felt since I was 14. And I've just now like had the balls to do it because I'm finally listening to my intuition. But what I'm picking up for so many people is there's a big shadow when it comes to social media for so many people, of this constant like push and pull of like, I like social media, but it's also killing me inside. It's literally like a toxic relationship and I can't stop. It like I try to get off, but then I can't. There's just going to be so many things that have probably run through your life for years and years, and maybe even like since your childhood, especially when it comes to like relationships and like family stuff, or also like past breakups. I'm like picking up so many different things. Also career is a big one for people. So things are gonna come up, and I need you to literally, something that I've tried to envision recently, and it's been so incredibly helpful, is I've been like really getting into feeling present. And I feel like some people that are watching are probably struggling with feeling super present. It should be the easiest thing in the world, but it's at the same time the hardest thing. For me personally, I've always struggled with like not being able to feel present. But what I want you to do is I want you to imagine there's like little blocks. Like just imagine little blocks and like water wants to run through. And I want you, especially before going to bed, like if you feel these little blocks, little things that are just keeping the water from flowing freely, especially before going to bed, I want you to imagine relaxing your entire body and literally feeling like the energy, because feel the energy that flows through your body, especially if you tune into your body. Like I want you to almost visualize taking the energy out of your head and like pushing the energy down to the floor and actually feeling your body, like literally like feeling your body. And then feel like there's like a slight tingle when you really tune into your body. Like there's energy all throughout your body. And I want you to feel this either as like air, visualize this as a color. I'm going to create a guided meditation that you can listen to before going to bed. But I want you to visualize there's water flowing through you. Visualize the earth energy and visualize the air energy and visualize it literally flowing through you, running through you. This will help you immensely with allowing stuck emotions to come through. You are here to feel them. What a blessing it is to feel emotions, because that is what your soul came here to do. I know it's so hard in specific moments, but your soul came here to experience. You come from a place where everything is one. Like if you look outside, you would literally be the tree outside. So you wouldn't be able to feel what it's like to be separated from the tree. You wouldn't know what it's like to walk barefoot on the grass, because you would be the grass. We come from the source of we're all one and there's no separation. And our soul was given this body so we can feel. Just imagine your soul having the opportunity to come to Earth and experience and feel all of these crazy emotions and live in this planet and connect with other humans and create and feel all of the different ranges of emotions. You're probably going to be like, heck yeah, that sounds like such an adventure. That sounds like such a magical thing. Like, sure, I'm going to try that. That can help in those moments. So especially if there's currently things, and I feel like there's currently probably a few things that have been triggering you, that have been coming up, whatever it is, even if it's like connected to social media, whatever, just like some patterns that you've noticed run through your life, lean into it. Almost visualize it as an energy instead of like constantly running away, distracting yourself, being like, oh, this is so hard, like literally fighting against it. Like turn around and face it, especially right now, for 10, 15, 20, 30, if you can, like longer minutes a day. Sit down, visualize this like water feeling. You can do it before going to bed. You can do it in the morning. And then truly whatever comes up, breathe, don't run away, face it. Because the thing is, we always think that if we decide to feel our emotions and if we stop fighting it, if we stop running away, they're going to become bigger. We're giving them permission to grow. That is not what's happening. We feel like we're being so productive by constantly distracting ourselves. And the only way you can truly let go is if you face them and just feel them. We're living in the most advanced time in history, but at the same time, we have forgotten so many fundamental things, especially how do we process our emotions? How do we let go of emotions, and how do we let them pass through the body? Another thing that's happening for a lot of people are getting sick of their jobs, or like a lot of shitty things are happening in their jobs. Maybe it's a sign that you've been ignoring your intuition and you need to follow your actual path and your purpose, which is a whole nother topic. You already know what your purpose is. It's so funny because I find myself giving people advice on the internet, and I know how powerful advice is because I've watched so many podcasts and videos that have kind of like unlocked something in me. But at the end of the day, you don't need to watch any of that shit. Like any of this YouTube content, the podcast, you've probably like been watching so much stuff online, reading books, whatever. it's great, and I love to get educated. I love knowledge. I love it. But you technically don't need to watch any of this if you just intuitively trust in timing and that certain things will be revealed to you in certain timing, which is going to be like your perfect divine timing. And it also, you probably have known everything all along. The universe is making things happen until you finally get that you should leave that job and actually follow your actual purpose. And then often people are like, oh, I don't know what my purpose is. And often, as soon as they kind of find it or like tune into it, they will be like, wait, I already knew this. It was usually like the first thing that came to them, or like the one thing that they were like, maybe I should get into this, but then they kind of never did because it was like, oh, that's not too, like, not realistic, or that doesn't make sense. So this is happening for so many people. 9 to 5 jobs are like dead. And this is not to say that you should become like a hustling entrepreneur, like start drop shipping and like e-commerce. Like, that's not what I'm saying at all. But the like traditional path is dead, which is good, which is really nice. Another thing, and the last thing, and I talked about this a little bit at the beginning, but a lot of people, and this is obviously like because of a lot of factors, are like a lot of people are experiencing health issues. And what I've noticed from like my own experience of like 2 years of going through hell, or like my entire health journey since I was 12, if you find yourself in a big pause in your life, or you can't do certain things because health issues came up, your biggest learnings, your biggest wisdom will be found in that period, because it is not happening without a reason. I know it's so hard. I found myself in 2 years of not being able to leave my house, not being able to drive my car. I had daily panic attacks. I couldn't walk upstairs because I had no energy. It felt like my body was against me. It felt like, why can everybody do that shit? And why is everybody living their best life? Now looking back, it was the most important time in my life because it led me to my true purpose and actually having to slow down, reconnect from all the bullshit out there. I had to spend most of my time at home, truly reevaluating everything. And it was the most powerful thing that could have ever happened. Whatever shadows are coming up right now, they're not by chance. They're here because you came here to transmute them. And therefore, your entire life and life here on planet Earth can become full of light. This is the main message that I want to bring across. Okay, so this video is a lot longer than I intended it to be. And also, before I forget, I have something really exciting. I actually created a completely free inner magic activation, and you will find it in the description and also in the comments down below. It is something I created like truly from the heart. It was so much fun creating it. It's completely for free. I just wanted people to like have it. As always, you can find any information you need in the show notes down below. My website, my podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, or also my YouTube. You can find the community I'm building and so many other things down below. And I'll hopefully see you again soon. Bye.